Okay, in this video I'm going to show you Procore's custom reports functionality and also some of the pre-built-in reporting tools that you can use to print out. It's typically used for meetings, if you want to print out a report, or also if you want to compile certain information to research any issues, or if you want to see just certain information in a certain way. For this example, we're going to take a look at the Hebron Phase 3 project. One place that custom reports are often used is in the RFIs and Submittals tab. On the right side of most of the tabs in Procore, it gives you the option to create a new custom report. You can see here that some of the other reports, custom reports, have already been created. This would be used if you want to create a submittal log to be able to print out in the way that you want to see it with only the pertinent information. So when you create the submittal custom report, title it, and then you can change all the different settings that are applicable to the submittal log. Now in this case we want to make it project specific. We're going to sort by spec section, and it gives you many different options to sort by if you're looking for submittals that took the longest to approve and see the different approval times. You can do so. So in this case we just want to create a general submittal log. On the left side are the columns that are going to show up on your report. So if you want, you can click this top filter button and that will clear everything out. Say all we want to show on the report is the spec section. We want to show the number, the revision, and then also the title, the status of the submittal, who is responsible for approving, the date the submittal was sent, the date the submittal was returned, and then if you want to add a response, you can do so. Also, if it's an ongoing submittal log for, say, an owner's meeting, you can show the ball in court due date, just to show if there's outstanding submittals, and also the design team review time, if you want to show that the submittals that are overdue and how long they're taking. You can play around with this and see what each of these items will output. You can also click on where the three lines are, and if you want to change the priority, you can drag up and down if you want certain items listed before others. On the right, you can set preset filters. If you want to just print out a log showing the closed submittals, you can do so. You can also print one showing open and closed, which would be the typical setup for a submittal log. If you wanted to just do closed and then print out all of the approved submittals for an approved submittal log to possibly give to your superintendent, you can do so there. These all will filter the submittals and print out only the items that meet the criteria that you enter in here. So once you're comfortable and feel that all the information you want shown is checked or entered, you want to hit the Create button. So every time now that you want to go into the Submittals tab, under the submittal log, you will see that the example submittal report that we just created, or whatever you named it, will be available at all times on the right side of the screen. So I'm going to click on example submittal report, and it will show the log based on spec section, title, and then the status, approvers, and so forth. Since there's no open submittals, it's not going to show any ball in court in that area. So if you want to print this out for a meeting, you would go up to the top and click Export Report as PDF. and then it automatically outputs to Bluebeam, and then you can print this out for your meeting. At any time, you can also edit the custom report that you created if you want to change, or if you don't like the way that it looks, or if you want to rearrange some of the sections. As you can see also that the same type of functionality is available for RFIs under RFI reports. This is a pre-created RFI log that would show the question, the response, and just a very condensed version that would be good for owners' meetings or to give to your superintendent, that you can also go up and PDF the report and print out. This is available in many of the tabs. Another function that Procore has recently added is the Reports tab. Under the Reports tab, there are multiple pre-built reports that you can click on. Say if you want a cost code report, which will give you all the items across all tabs grouped by cost code. If you want an RFI delay report to print out for your meeting to show all RFIs which had been marked as causing a schedule delay. You can also print out punch list reports, financial reports, a buyout summary, budget details, and also any daily log reports, which is very good for printing out any weather delays and a summary of what days have been noted as being delayed by weather. Under this Reports tab, they also give you a Add Custom Reports tool at the top right, which gives you more control over the custom report and what you want shown on it. So in this case, let's print out a manpower log report. So you set the report name and description. You can choose from multiple different tabs within Procore, which then in turn give you multiple different options to enter in the information you want on your report. For this example, let's say we want the daily log report, and then we want to do a manpower log because we want to see the hours that the electrician has worked on the job. So you hit next. In this area, you have all of these different options that are available. You can drag and drop down into this area to add different columns. And then it also gives you the ability to add a filter for the company. So in this case, we're just creating a report for the electrician, and so that will then sort only the electrician's man hours. So then we can also drag in additional columns here, and it's going to show how many hours they have worked. You can also set to group by different categories, and then if you want to excuse me, add additional items such as a date, you can see how many hours were worked on each date. On the far right, you see this FX button, so that gives you a choice for aggregation. If you want to have a sum, it's going to add a sum of the hours at the bottom of the report if you want to add a sum of their total hours. It also gives you the ability to add a calculated column. In this case, man hours, so we want to sum the man hours. And the output type is number. And that would create a custom column for the total number of man hours. So at this point, we want to create the report.